Okay, we got to talk about the 9 o'clock main event, but it wasn't a main event at all. It was Wes Lee, man. He was like, look, I really thought I was going to beat Obafemi. I saw myself as the North American champion, but maybe I should just give MSK. And I wasn't say Nash Carter, but Zach Wentz and Trey Miguel show up. And now MSK / the Rascals are returning on NXT. The CWC has lost a collective minds. What was the first thing going through your mind when Wesley got reunited with the boys?
So the first thing that came to my mind when I saw Wesley come out, and I've been saying this for weeks. I said it on Sunday. I said it last week on Tuesday. Is you are the greatest North American champion that has existed in NXT, right? I think there's no argument there.
There's a huge argument there.
Okay, then who is Bronson Reed, Keith Lee, Adam Cole? Ricochet,
Adam Cole, Finn Balor, Ricochet.
Finn Balor was never the North American champion.
You're right. I even give you a guy.
Leon Ruff. Gargano would be arguable.
Gargano was another one too. You even think I'll even give you a guy we can't even mention, but he had a thing that went Velveteen Dream. All these guys are great. Wesley is a fantastic competitor. Cardiac Kid, great. We love him. But when I think the North American Championship, I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking Carmelo Hayes beating the guy that went on to become Swerve When I Drive, or there in NXT to kick him out the building. Carmelo Hayes is arguably being the better North American champion.
Okay, with that said, Wesley, one of the best North American champions that have existed.
10, easy.
Top 10, easy. Yeah, there's only been like 12. There's only been like 12.
I'm just putting out.
Okay, either way. Been there, done that is my point, right? Aim higher. What are you still going after the North American champion? What else do you have to accomplish to be at least like somebody like The Miz, right? Miz is a former 8-time Intercontinental champion. I would understand him going after that championship to maybe a 9th or a 10th time, a record-breaking 10th time, because one, he's already a 2-time WWE champion. Been there, done that. Now he wants to break another record. At least try to go after the NXT champion instead of being so obsessed with the North American champion. That was my first thought when I saw him like kind of come out there and it's like, oh, poor me, I'm not going to be North American champion anymore. But that all changed because once the music hit, I was like, oh my God, like it was like, wait, because like I don't want to sound critical, but like some of their theme songs, like it's not like an easily noticeable. I had to see the screen in order to see what it was first. I'm like, wait, this isn't MSK, is it? And then they saw the screen and then they both came out, both Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. I'm like, oh my God, like this. And I've said this many, many times in the last couple of weeks. Anybody that complains about like, oh, TNA or WWE, like, dude, like get a life. This is like,
are you cutting promos right now? What are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, how do anybody complain about just how great and how much fun pro wrestling is right now? Like, this is everything good about pro wrestling. You got companies working together. You got, trios getting reunited, even though we probably thought we were never going to see them on the same screen ever again. But never say never. Like, man, when I saw that, and I know Wesley's, I don't know if his character is getting emotional, but I wouldn't be surprised if the real life, Desmond Xavier Wes Lee was getting emotional because that was a very emotional moment. TV reunited when everybody thought that, oh, we're never going to see Nash Carter / Zachary Wentz ever again on NXT TV or WWE TV, especially after everything that happened on when he got released.
Okay, I gotta stop you there. Because you're making an argument that everyone isn't happy with this, but you are. But it seems that the internet, I'm looking at it now, loves the fact that MSK Rascals are back.
Just give it a day.
Are we not fickle?
Okay. Let me say this. You're 1,000% right because everybody that's being critical about it, their opinions don't matter, and I say that as cynical as possible because we both know there's a lot of people on Twitter who just hate just for the sake of hating, and those people are not real. Those people are phonies because more often than not, those people that clown on WWE for anything probably have the same accounts as people that clown on anything AEW. So you're 1,000% right.
Do you have haters in these streets, Jordan? Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm just saying like there's nothing to hate about this is my point. I think what we see is everything right about pro wrestling. And this, I loved everything about this segment.
Okay, so
that was my point.
I understand, and I think to answer your original question, I was trying to look it up on the history, because I know he had the title. I wasn't sure if he vacated it because Dominic had the title right after him. So I'm not sure if it was a vacated situation, but he was injured for a long time. So I understand the drive of going for it. It wasn't like he was feuding with Obafemi for months. This was his first match in that division. So I get all of that. And the Rascals, which they have said that it's the Rascals if it's all three of them, and it's going to be just MSK if it's two of them. Sounds like a copyright intellectual property thing. Not here to argue about that. That's all great. But how cool is that? Because MSK really was one of those pandemic teams that came out of nowhere and blazed. I didn't like the Shaman stuff, didn't like the whole Matt Riddle stuff, but they were really good. And the fact that we're getting that in this TNA curse unallowed door forbidden window thing, it's pretty sick.
What's even sicker, there's an even a bigger rumor now that WWE might get this tag team that everybody thought was going to be in AEW. It's just rumors. I have seen nothing confirmed. I have just been seeing rumors that the Motor City Machine Guns are WWE bound. And if that's the case, if they go to NXT, WWE, it's going to be a win-win for any brand that that they're on.
This is a very deep cut, but the fact that the Time Splitters were only on for like 8 days really ticked me off.
Yeah, just one time on a Dusty Classic, and now Kushida. I mean, although Kushida's in TNA, who's to say that we're not going to see maybe the Time Splitters on the next year's Dusty Classic?
Wrestling Inc. faithful. I love Kushida. He's one of my favorites. But for some reason, when I tell Kushida in the presence of Jack Farmer, he makes all the time traveling puns. So you can do me a favor. Just direct message him and say, hey, Jack, you're lame. That makes me feel so much better. Say, Flobo said you're lame for making these jokes.
Yes, 1000%. I mean, this is one of those segments where I can watch on a regular basis just over and over again. Everything about the segment, the emotion, the hugs, this was just so cool. Like, this is everything, right? This is what, like, we both love pro wrestling, but this was a segment where I can reiterate once again how much I love pro wrestling, and just these moments that we see that will last the test of time.
Aw.